Hey, cousin. Let's get into Smackdown. Took place down to the Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It was a 1 p.m. show. Let's give a round of applause for the early shows. Let's give a round of applause. Listen, all that stuff is fucked up down there. They said a camel had got a hold of the cords and stuff backstage or on the bus in Gorilla. And so they had chewed it. But I'm gonna tell you this. Let's give a round of applause to the camel that chewed it because it saved us from a Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes back and forth. Let's give a round of applause. We was about to get a Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes conversation about some bullshit. And before Randy Orton could even get his mouth wet, that shit said, "Ba-da-bum-bum-boo." We'll be right back after these messages. When we did return, Michael Cole said some slick shit to Wade, and he was like, "Man, Joe Tess wouldn't talk to me like that." And we went right on into Solo backstage with JC Chazé. And he basically said, "Listen, we can't fuck around with Jimmy. We got to get in there and get it done. And I'm going to see if he wants to join up with us and be a part of the family." Whoop de whoop de whoop. Match starts. JC did his thug thizzle. Solo distracted Jimmy. And so Mateo went ahead and took his opportunity for the tour of the islands and got the 3 count and won by beating Jimmy. We need to figure out what we are doing with Jimmy. Okay. Jacob Solo was like, "You want to be a part of family? What you want to do?" Jimmy was like, "Nah, I'm good. Leave me alone." Push 5-2 out the way. And, ended up super kicking Solo in the face. Okay, moving right along. Gargano and Ciampa, they are back there talking to the tag team division about how they're going to lead what they built, and they are there to protect the division from the high school production of the Wyatt Six. Okay. Ciampa said if the Wyatts win, then they just ain't gonna fuck with the titles. Nick Aldis showed up and he said, "Look, I know what y'all got going on, but we gonna figure it out. The Street Profits about to go out there and do their thing, and then we gonna see what we could do from there." Okay. Ciampa don't like that. I don't give a fuck. So there's that. Gulia tells Zelina that they have been calling each other since the title won, and it was like, "You know what, you want to talk about hard work and what I did to get this? Well, bitch, I was working hard and I did the best I could to keep this title." And Julia was like, "Girl, it's cute. I'll see you in the ring, whatever. Do what you gotta do." Moving right into the WWE United States Championship, Zelina Vega versus Gulia. So Zelina did the best she could, what she got. I knew it was already going to be a fuck show because she came out there in a Cobra costume. She came out there doing her cosplay, and that went ahead and weakened her aura. So much so that she ended up getting fucked up by the Joshi girl. And your new United States champion is Gulia. Gulia won with a Northern Lights bomb. That's what they called it. A Northern Lights bomb. Listen, two things can be true. Zelina Vega didn't do what she needed to do with that title. Zelina Vega wasn't given the opportunity to do what she needed to do with that title. She was booked terribly. But Zelina Vega also didn't do herself any favors with her whole presentation and all of the confusion and shit she got going on. So no one really could invest and get behind her. So we're just going to dust our hands off of Selena, let her go back to her podcast and mix it up with, Glass Jaw Malone over there, better known as, what the hell is that girl's name? Exactly. It'll pop up in Dakota Kai. See, it always pops up later. Michael Cole said he got issues between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. And so Charlotte Flair and Zelina, they are in the back, and Charlotte says she don't want to talk about it. And Alexa was like, listen, girl, I'm really not trying to help you. But I just figured we both old antiques, according to Tiffany Stratton. So then we need to get together and have our own antique road show. That's all I'm saying. It would be convenient. We're seasoned as fuck. We know how to navigate the place. Let's get these young bitches in line. And it looked like Charlotte was like, that sounds like something she wanted to get into. We come back. Wade Barrett's in the ring with the king to talk about the queen of the ring. So we go ahead and we get that going with Jade Cargill. Now she had a nice bust down. Don't wear no ugly pixie cut tomorrow, Jade. Wear that long hair you got on tonight. We don't need to see the shape of your skull in them weak ass pixie cuts, okay? They don't look good on you. I'm just saying. Asuka came in her PTA outfit. She had just got through running the PTA meeting down to the school for the Joshi girls, the elementary school for the Joshi girls. And Jay got booed. She basically told Asuka that I am here to not only win the title, I am here to let all the girls know that I am here for the throne in the women's division. And then Naomi came out and she said, Jay, shut your ass up before I put you down to a different windshield, bitch. I don't know why you don't understand that I'm going to make sure you don't excel nowhere out here in these WWE streets. Okay? As she was making her way to the ring, Jade knocked down Asuka trying to get to Naomi, and then Asuka went ahead and kicked Jade in the goddamn head. So that tells me that Jade Cargill is your new queen of the ring. Moving right along. Nick and Aldis and Adam Pierce said that they have some details to figure out about the tag team titles. Aleister Black showed up. He said he want to get a redo because that R-Truth was fucking around. He don't like it. Truth said he driving the car and he told Black to back up because he was parallel parking. He said he want John Cena. Now, Peace was like, listen, Truth, you need to calm down. Truth said, you know what, Nick? I'm going to need you to mind your goddamn business. Go give me what I want. I'll meet you in the ring. So we're back, and we see footage of Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. They had won the AAA titles and stuff. But anyway, Aleister Black went ahead and kicked the shit out of R-Truth while he was in the ring, growling and barking. And he just basically said, listen, it's nothing personal. It's all business. It's something he said to him. I feel like that's what he said. DIY, Andrade, and Ray Phoenix, they got in there and did what they had to do. Didn't nobody give a fuck. I'm just saying. Ray Phoenix and Andrade Cien Almas take the win. They take the win. It was a good match, but whatever. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at John Cena down to Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert disappointed me because we had this very important, apparently mayoral candidate run for the primaries in New York City. He had the I guess he's Arab American. Either way, Stephen Colbert gets this man on his show and proceeds to ask him questions about his loyalty to Israel. It is a New York mayoral race. Why are we talking about Israel, and why are the Jewish community in New York the only people being centered when a majority of New Yorkers said the rent's too fucking high? That's what they said. We're looking for relief. But I guess fuck all that. That's basically what's happening there. The Street Profits was backstage. They was back there working on their hand signals and stuff, and Byron Saxon interrupted them, and he was like, "What's up with the title match?" And Montez was like, "Listen, we about to go in there and handle the high school production of the YS6." B Fab came up and said, "Look, y'all go out there and do y'all thug thizzle. If you need me to come out there, I will come out there." I just want to say, they got B Fab away from Meechin. Yes, they did. Round of applause. Aleister Black was backstage, and so for some reason, Damian Priest was back there too. Damian Priest was actually smoldering tonight. He was smoldering. I'll give him that. He was. He was giving a lot of looks. He was doing a lot of eyes. He was giving shoulders. He was sizzling. I was turned. I was like, okay, as long as they don't show them knock knees, Damian from the waist up, yeah, yeah, I like it. Either way, Damien was like, look, you need to not like calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. I'll talk to him and we'll see what we could do. And Black said, yeah, I'm gonna do what I want because I'm about to whoop his ass either way. So then while all of that was taking place, Carmelo Hayes showed up and he was like, look, Damian Priest, you need to mind your business because they got all that shit going on. Won't you find you something else to do? And Damian Priest was like, no, how about you mind your business, bitch? Don't you got some fries you need to be flipping and dipping? And Carmelo was like, yeah, all right, bitch. Then we went into the WWE Tag Team Championships with the Street Profits and the YS6. Listen, it was quiet as fuck. The Street Profits got their little boom, boom, boom. We still confused about what's going on in terms of are they a face, are they a heel. We got the production of the High School Musical situation of the Y6. There is no excitement when they come to the ring. I literally tell you, the only reason why people are screaming and stuff is because when the lights go out, it's super fun for some reason. When you turn the lights out in a stadium, everybody or a big venue, everybody be like, yeah. But once you turn it back on and everybody look around, it's just like, oh. Either way, it was a disqualification because Ciampa and them, everybody showed up and it was like a whole melee for all of the Smackdown tag teams, which was good. The Street Profits retained. That is what's important. Let's give a round of applause because I did eulogize. I eulogized the Street Profits and I'm glad that they got to keep their titles. Will they be doing anything with them for real? No. No, they will not. We then went back and took a look at what happened with the Uso Mateo match, and Jacob Fatu was walking, and Jimmy was like, "Listen, I didn't need your help," and Jacob was like, "Well, I didn't need your help either." And Jimmy was like, it's cute or whatever how you was talking to Solo though. I did like how you handle him. And Jacob said, well, you know what, Jimmy? You better get down or you gonna lay down. You better get in where you fit in. You understand? Because I'm out here doing what I gotta do. I'm all gas and no brakes with it. I like steak, eggs, ham, and cheese in the morning with a nice butter biscuit and some orange juice with it. You understand? Oh, you looking at my championship? Well, that sounds good to me. But if you want to work together, it'll be all right. Yada I mean. And Jimmy was looking at him like, yeah, I don't understand shit he talking about. That's what I'm saying. That's what Jimmy said. What the fuck is this dude talking about? WWE Women's Championship, last man, last woman standing, whatever. Nia Jax with Tiffany Stratton. We kind of already went through it. I feel like I talked about it already. But we'll talk about it again. It was cute. It was cute. Nia was taking some good bumps. She saluted the audience and dropped her body directly on Tiffany Stratton through a motherfucking table. I said, all right, Tiff. All right. Them ribs better be ribbing. You taking some bumps, boo. Either way, Naomi tried to come in and get tagged in. I end up getting hit with her own shit. And Tiffany hit Nia with her own shit. Ended up, Nia went off the apron into some tables, and then got counted out. And that is the way Tiffany Stratton ended up retaining her briefcase. Right? I believe that's what happened. John Cena and CM Punk's had to give you a little something to chew on before tomorrow. And we got John Cena coming out doing his little thug thizzle. And then we had Punkonomics. He came out in the classic CM Punk situation and proceeded to berate John Cena in ways that no one knew was going to happen. And I know the internet wrestling community and everybody just went all the way up because it was just, ooh. CM Punk said the clown plagiarized his pipe bomb, so he's stealing word life. He said you had to steal the best promo to show that you move in slow mo. Remember when you used to rap? You deserved the ridicule. You were Timu Macklemore. Cena buried more talent than The Undertaker. That is why Cena's the champ and he lost his respect. I would retire too. This company rehired your ex. He said if John didn't take his vitamins, say his prayers, and get his hair plugged, he'd be a Boston Mall cop. He said Cena gets good roles, but we see Batista more. When it comes to the best in the world, he's your vessel because they chant his name at you. They chant you can't wrestle in 6 months. Cena will be gone, but Punk will still be here. Cena won't have time for you because he'll be chasing underwear for James Gunn. You are with DC, but you'll always be the Marine to me. Punk says it's a hell of a catchphrase, but now we see you and we see a washed up you. Punk says he dropped the pipe bomb 14 years ago and he called John Cena phony, a fraud, and a kiss ass. You're a 17-time champ, but you have never been on this level. This is just one more wish to make. You gonna lose to Kendrick because you're his Drake. Punk drops the mic and poses on the barricades as Cena looks on and the show it goes off the air. CM Punk said, you gonna lose to Kendrick because you are his Drake. He basically called John Cena a pedophile. And there goes the end of the show. Did I get everything? I feel like I did. Well, look, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. I ain't gonna hold you. Did you like Smackdown? Did you enjoy it? Give me your thoughts, your opinions. Did you like the little break that happened in between when the camel chewed the motherfucker out of commission? Are you happy that Julia is your United States Women's Championship? And whoop the whoop the whoop whoop the whoop the lie. All right, catch you on the next one.